mountains wore the winter snow like a fairy dress, while deep below I worked and watched the tunnel grow with Pedro. He taught me how to load the face with gelignite and how to pace my strength against that tunnel race, did Pedro. You can build a machine as big as you can, but you'll never push a tunnel without a man. We drilled and fired and the tunnel grew. We sweated for the bonus due. We lived it up when the day was through with Pedro. For mine is drink and mine is fight. He'd do both and then he'd write a letter to his girl each night, would Pedro. Come to me, he wrote, Carmela, Carmela, come to me, come to me. One day when we were a timbering ring, he said to me with a lazy grin, soon you'll know tunnel and everything like Pedro. I turned around to crack a joke, but the rock it cracked and the roof it broke. Choked with dust I never spoke to Pedro. Just as I was moving clear, for the second time I tasted fear. More rocks came crashing very near to Pedro. Run, amigo, I heard him cry. The dust it cleared and I saw him lie. Beneath that rock we watched him die. Big Pedro, adios, Big Pedro. Big Pedro had to die, yes, had to die. Someone screamed, a face went white at the ghostly scene in that tunnel night, as we raised the rock that crushed the light of Pedro. So we put him on the loco train, headed for the sky again. 5 miles or more of tunnel with dead Pedro. You can build a machine as big as you can, but you'll never push a tunnel without a man. Now these were men and men who tried, but I saw more than one who cried when they saw us on that loco ride with Pedro. Few were there who hadn't grown a little larger for having known the man whose manhood stood alone, called Pedro. Now Carmela waits in the land of Spain, waits to see her love again, but ships that sail will sail in vain for Pedro. Yes, Carmela waits in the land of Spain, cries her tears but cries in vain, for tears won't drown the pain of losing Pedro. Wait for me, she prays, Big Pedro. Amore, wait for me, wait for me. Amore,